So I have another lechuza story time. For those of you who don't know, lechuzas are my favorite stories to cover. This story was submitted by Adriana. I went ahead and tagged her right down below. I feel like by now we all pretty much know what lechuzas are, so let's jump straight to the story. When Adriana was about 6 to 7 years old, she would visit her uncle in Zacatecas, Mexico. She ended up spending about 2 to 3 weeks there. She says that the first night after she got there, when it would get dark out, she would hear what sounded like ch-ch-ch-ch-ch coming from the woods, especially if they had to go outside in the middle of the night. Being that the bathroom was outside, they were out there quite often, and every time they would go out there, they would hear that same ch-ch-ch-ch. Without fail, it would run chills on their spine, and they would run straight back to the house. Her family is extremely religious, and they did not believe in la lechuza, but her uncle had heard stories about la lechuza in el pueblo. After Adriana and her family went back home, her uncle called her mom, freaking out. He said that 2 days after they left, he heard what sounded like a woman screaming right outside of his house. It almost didn't sound human. This scream was full of anger. His first thought was that it was a lechuza screaming, and the reason why she was screaming was because she had been eyeing not just Adriana but her 2 little cousins, and being that they were no longer there, they had left before la lechuza could really cause them any harm. On the 3rd day of hearing this woman screaming, he decides to go out there and build a fort out of bricks. He puts a little hole in the center where he could put his rifle through, and he sits there and waits. Once it got dark out, he says that he saw what looked like a human-like bird fly and land right on top of the tree that was right next to the bathroom that Adriana and her little cousins would use every night. He ends up shooting the bird woman. The minute she's shot, she falls straight to the ground. As she hits the ground, he sees as this black mass just comes out of nowhere and takes her, and she disappears with it. He ended up running inside, freaking out, not able to comprehend what he just witnessed. The next day, the whole town was going crazy, saying that somebody had shot and killed the most beautiful girl in the pueblo. The only thing was that she was found miles away from where she was initially shot. He ended up moving towns after that because he didn't want any of her friends to come around trying to seek revenge for him, one of them.